EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson now to throw. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's got the tight end Fortzer right side complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, these two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Shedding through the defense, and down inside the 15 he goes.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Moore. That catch good for only a couple.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Check it back. Watch the motion. Mike 55.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of the long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember. But back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Able to power through. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Henry again on 2nd down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Again, it's Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Five yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Watson going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
4 yards remain for second down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Derrick Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 81 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Looking to throw. Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down, to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. 123 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Titans 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The tackle made by Eric Murray. 2nd down at 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 22. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A slant to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.